Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of I Cast Fireball, an actual play 5e D&D adventure. We're going through the campaign Skulls and Shackles. My name is Tom, your GM for this adventure, and around the table we have
Lieutenant Ignis Halcon,
Maximus Shuns,
Chozo Lebec,
and Buster Biltwater.
Toto. I don't think we're in the Shackles anymore because our party has been frolicking in interdimensional planes, going through the multiverse, the planes of existence here found in Galarian, trying to get to the first world to find their ally and friend and one true captain, Ataraxia. But to do so, they have to piggyback off of these interdimensional, interplanar portals, which they've enlisted Chozo to help them travel. Now, having gone through a tense encounter with Desna, aka the person that initially transformed and possibly ruined Max's life with the Deck of Many Things, they decided to seek out a portal of their own and not play into Desna's game, forcing the party to draw 3 cards from the Deck of Many Things. The Deck of Many Things safely back in Maximilian's hands. They go to a Githyanki outpost where they are siphoning off the magic of this portal. Now, how are they going to get past it? That was last episode. You saw it was too fast. It was too furious. There was an earth elemental that we called out, and at finally utilizing the magic item of the rock. Not Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but the rock bird. They went too fast, too furious, straight into the portal, barely bypassing the defenses of the Githyanki. And where they ended up, we're going to find out right now on I Cast Fireball. But first, our players leveled up! So our players, they all leveled up, having successfully gone too fast, too furious. Their level could not contain them anymore. So they're now level what? We're level 4 now, right?
level 11.
14.
There you go, 11.
Did you guys make it to 11 in the first campaign?
I believe so. I think we made it to 13, 15.
Well, let me flip over to my character sheet. 15.
Let's go ahead and roll for hit dice. I imagine we're all taking an extra level in our current level, like in our current classes, right? Nobody's multi-classing here. Chozo, you're getting into Binder some more, right?
Correct.
Let's go ahead and roll your hit dice.
That's a D8, and that's a 3.
Oh, bummer. What's your max hit points at?
81.
81. Great. Max, are you taking a level in Captain now?
Yes, I'm taking a level in Captain. It's a unique class that we've designed just for me, so I will cast fireballs
You
indefinitely
joke,
now.
but Mage Hand Press has a Captain class.
Oh, boy.
No way. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. It's almost like in 3.5 or Pathfinder where they just have expert. No class like Ranger. It's just expert NPCs that are level 17 expert.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's have you roll your hit die and give our max HP
in
then.
Ranger. Here we go. That is a 3.
Oh, 2 threes
Seeing a
now.
pattern.
My max hit points is now at 72.
What is the pattern? All right, 72. Very good. Now we go to Ignis.
Ready to roll a 3?
With that luck,
Here you go.
definitely not rolling, even more so than I was already not going to roll.
Taking the average.
So a fighter is a D10, so half of that is 5, plus 1 is 6, plus my constitution of 2 is 8, which brings me up to 92 hit points.
Woo, there's the tank. And finally, our wizard,
Thank you.
Buster.
That's
So,
what you clap
another
for me.
level of
That's so
wizard.
nice
Another
of you. Thank
D6. Here
Another
we go.
D6. Here
And
we
it's
go.
a 3.
It's a 3!
Which, I mean, I think that is my average.
3 fast, 3 furious.
Okay, wait. I gotta roll a D10. I gotta find out. I gotta know.
That puts me up to 73 hit points total.
73.
The wizard
So
has
you
more
have
hit points than me.
than Max?
I have a +2
Oh,
constitution.
that's true. That helps.
Mickey, you're making a face as if you maybe rolled a 3?
I rolled a 3 too.
I think we should all level up again.
She rolled a 3!
Oh, it's fate.
Good thing I took the half.
That's right. That's right. As a party, we are evenly mid.
No, we're evenly less than mid.
Yeah.
I guess for me,
feels
I
like
roll a
there should
d6,
be
so
a
3's not
boon or
bad.
something. It feels like I should be giving a boon of some sort to the four of you if you all rolled a 3.
Yeah, it does feel like that, actually.
Do it.
Everybody get 2 more max HP. Everybody get 2 more max HP as a
Cool.
result.
I'm into
Really?
it.
Yeah, go for it.
Including me that only took the half. I'm not taking that 3.
Yeah, go for it.
He does love
Wow.
us, guys.
I think you'll need it.
What a
I
benevolent
think you'll need it.
DM.
Oh, we'll need it? Is that what you said? That's never a good sign.
I said I think you'll need it. Maybe.
You said
It's possible.
3 more hit points to max?
2 more.
Two more. Oh, okay.
Oh, crap. I thought it was 3.
3 would have made sense, but I don't do things that make sense. So
Y'all rolled a 3, so you get 2 more.
Dude. Hey, that puts me at an even 75.
There you go. Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. I don't know why I didn't just add 3. Too late. We can't undo it.
Yeah.
It's already in the recording.
That's how it is. Can't erase it.
There you go. There's nothing to be done. I'm
Knowing
sorry,
D&D, you
listeners.
can't
I'm
give
sorry.
anything else. Yep.
It's out of his
You
hands,
really
guys.
can't just
it's out of
like
his hands.
it is. It's I don't make the rules here.
shoot.
I just enforce them.
God,
it's
really
just so
wish.
dang.
Yeah.
Darn
All
it.
right.
Goodness, man, it's just so tough. Any unique abilities that people get at level 11 here?
Level 6 spell.
Oh, level 6.
That's good stuff. Whereas before I could only bind to 2 vestiges at once, now I can bind to 3 at once.
What? There's the 3. That's where the 3 comes into play.
Yes, it is. Mhm.
I can hit 3 times with my extra attack. I'm seeing the 3s.
Oh,
Whoa!
Look at
yes.
that. Look at
Yes,
the
yes,
3s.
Oh my
yes.
gosh.
The 3s are 3
That's
in.
nuts.
that's the name of this episode.
I need to remember that you can now attack 3 times.
I got a new spell, and I also get an ability through the Monster Slayer subclass where I can now potentially basically fail someone's spell.
What?
That's good.
Yeah.
Counter spell?
Nope.
Is it a counter
No,
spell?
you'll have to find out, Thomas. You can't look these
What's
things
it
up.
called?
Oh.
No, it's called Magic User's Nemesis. Basically, if someone around me within 60 feet tries to cast a spell or tries to teleport, I can use a reaction to try and make them fail it. They will have to roll a wisdom saving throw, and if they fail, their spell or teleport sputters out and is wasted.
Nice.
All right.
That's legit.
Your favorite foe is monstrosities, right, Max?
No, because in the new rules of Ranger, the optional rules, you don't get a favored foe anymore. You just get to declare in battle who your favored foe is, and that gives you extra attack on them.
Oh, okay, cool. Sounds good. Never mind then. All right. Now that we've got that fleshed out, you went too fast, too furious. And there's a few seconds of this swirling light that is surrounding you. It's this portal magic that you went through before previously. This one also just sort of overcoming your ship. You feel like it's rocketing to you towards a destination. And Buster, although you're at the helm, you don't feel like you have any control over where it is taking you. You don't know where you're going, in the words of Willy Wonka.
I was just thinking about Willy Wonka because I remember my emotions at the end of the last session was, I think this is actually kind of fun, like what we're doing, and I think Buster's kind of into it. And so I like the idea that once we're in and all the colors are changing and like that whole like tension begins to build, his smile slowly changes. Just like,
He's like,
I
hey,
don't like this anymore.
Yeah. And just like the Oompa Loompas that are rowing, Ignis, you're rowing just as fervently and without realizing where you're going. And with a final scream, the colors shift and change from this rainbow, and the light starts to get like sucked away at the end of the tunnel, and it looks like you're coming towards your destination.
Ow.
and the boat careens forward and smashes into a wall. And all of you, full force of how fast you were going, careen against this wall as well. We are going to take some damage as a result. Let me go ahead and roll. The Earth Elemental.
Is he with us? Is he on the boat? Is he still on our boat?
He is still
Nice.
with you, and he gets launched into this wall.
I didn't know if he had to be connected to Earth
6.
the whole time, so.
All right. Ooh, that's a lot of 5s.
Is this what our
Ooh, that's
extra
not okay.
2 points of health is supposed to help us with?
On D12s? 5s on D20s? Is that what we're getting here?
That is going to be 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my
Good
gosh.
Lord. We had already taken some damage, too.
24.
Speak for
Did we
yourself.
still have the 10 temp points from Max?
But we leveled up, so our hit points go bloop.
They don't. That's not how level up works. You don't get full max
Nope,
hit
it happens.
points when you level up.
Yes, it does work like that.
So I actually do
What?
play that way.
Really?
Most of the time is that when you level up, everything just kind of.
I know. I've never had that happen in D&D before. I always thought that your hit points just stay the same. So how does that happen? We don't have to go through narratively. This is just me being shocked that you
You just
do that.
passed through an interdimensional portal.
Feeling really
Okay.
good.
So we max out hit points and then take the 20 damage.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
Not 24 damage.
For me, when I started
24. I need
DMing,
to-
I just didn't want to take the time in the moment to learn the rule, and I've never taken the time since then to learn the rule. So I just say, you leveled up, that's a long rest.
Bam.
Cool.
Crunch Squad!
I'll take it.
I did not know that wasn't the rule.
No DM's ever done that for me before. I love it.
I love how we're like, thank you, Thomas, for helping us all level up and get everything back. 24 points of hit damage. Right away.
So, you all careen into this hard wall and just it is painful. Buster, you topple on top. Everybody topples on top of the Earth Elemental, who takes a tiny bit of the brunt, but the Earth Elemental itself doesn't really break anybody's fall. So it's like Earth Elemental, Ignis, Chozo, Max, and then Buster, and the boat is just in pieces around where you guys are at.
Oh, no.
Just in shambles.
Crunch wrap?
As you say, you take a moment to orient yourself of where you are, and you look around to see the shambles of this ship, and you say the words crunch wrap, and the ship sort of like sputters and like whines and like tries to wind itself up, and it doesn't look like it's going to be reacting in its current state.
I'm definitely going to start picking up the pieces and putting it in the chest of
I mean, there's a lot of pieces.
baggage.
We had it at full big height.
That's true.
Well,
You Baja blasted that thing.
Okay, so at least on the picture of it in the DM thing, in like the D&D website, it has it like in a kind of case that it extends from.
Yeah.
So like, I at least want to get the case and as many pieces as I can fit into them. I guess as we're collecting ourselves, Buster's going to immediately try and... I have the mending spell, but I don't think that's enough to fix a whole boat.
You cast it enough times.
Yeah, this wondrous and rare item, this folding boat, seems to have gotten you where you needed to go and helped bypass some severe danger with the Githyanki, but perhaps going too fast, too furious, and ending in this specific location
We drifted right into it.
Oh man.
might have been a bit of a might have been difficult for this silvery barb to handle. While you pick up these pieces, each of you take in your current surroundings, something you haven't quite done yet because you were Baja blasted into a wall and took all that damage, while also realizing, hey, I have new abilities I didn't have a few seconds ago. Interplanar travel's awesome. And then you look up, and everyone looks around, and you start to see where you are, and the first instinct, Chozo, you have is, well, this isn't the first world I know.
Still not there.
Come on.
Followed by Buster muttering a curse and gazing into a recently viewed sight of Earth.
Sink me.
What are you thinking about, Buster?
And walls and pathways and fire that seems to emanate around this vacuous chamber where there is no ceiling, but the light emanating is non-natural. It is lit in a way where you can see where you are, and where you are is not in a large room, but one with a few entrances, maybe, or exits. One, Buster, that you know, when you had your recent conversation with Arizul and his labyrinth. You look around to these four walls and these pathways that lead from you, and Chozo, it starts to sink in that you might be in Arizul's labyrinth itself.
Sink me indeed.
I'm guessing we're not in the first world.
Are we not?
Nope. We are, thanks to good old Rocky here, it seems we have, he's taken us home, we seem.
This is your fault, Roy. I blame you. And is there a way to unsummon him?
It's a great question. What? It's just summon elemental, right? The spell.
We could hit him with sticks until he disappears.
No, I just
Hit him with the remnants of the Baja Blast.
I just want him to go away.
Just shame. Just like tossing pieces of the boat at him.
It's just a concentration spell, so you could probably just. Actually, if it's a concentration spell, what's the magic item that you use?
It's the kind of like that rock, like there's just like that kind of collection of sediment or whatever.
It's the something of summoning earth elementals.
Yeah.
The stone of controlling
earth elementals.
Does he just like revert to the stone then if I unsummon him?
So it's as if you had cast the Conjure Elemental spell. I'll say because it's as if it's a concentration spell. So you could voluntarily fail the concentration spell when you took that 24 bludgeoning damage if you'd like, Buster, or just get rid of the concentration right now.
Yeah, I do. I unsummon him. I'm so angry at him. And
as he looks to you, it's almost like his face turns upside down. He's like, and before turning to sand and falling down to the ground, dispersing into the labyrinth.
I put the stone in the chest.
Wait, so where are we?
We're in the elemental
to the
realm.
plane of Earth.
So Earth?
Elemental Earth. Not like terra firma, like terrible ferment. This is bad. This is really bad.
Is this the realm of your god, Buster?
Not my god, Ignis. Not my god. And he like slams another piece of the boat into the chest. I don't talk to it. It caught me as I was divining. And this is just baggage. How do we get out of here, Chozo?
Well, we find our way to another planar crossing. Captain, do you have the compass with you?
Yes. He'll obviously, he put it away because we knew kind of the location of what we were going toward after we got close to the Githyanki base, and he'll pull it out of a pocket and.
Probably good that it was pulled away during the impact, so it wasn't just scattered into the labyrinth itself or broken upon impact. Yes, you pull it out, and it does appear to be intact, Captain. As you open it up, the hue and color has actually changed on this compass. It seems to has adapted to where you currently are at, where the astral plane, it was very bright, colorful blue and pulsing. This the color of it's very muted, very dull, almost like a lightish brown, but still with this deep, like orangish hue to it. And it does, instead of like pulse and vibrate, it almost like there's a rolling motion, like rocks rolling around it in the general area that it's pointing you towards. The current location is it's pointing you towards a wall, is the unfortunate thing. It's not necessarily pointing you in the path. It's just, as the crow flies, seems to be pointing you in the direction you need to go. But the path doesn't follow that so exactly. So probably some investigation or some
the labyrinth
delving into the
has
labyrinth
a ceiling, correct?
If we
I'm just
had...
double checking. The labyrinth has a ceiling. We're in a cave system, is how I'm imagining it. Almost looking.
Yes, the labyrinth does have... Well, no. I described it to be a vacuous chamber. There is no ceiling. Would you like to try to climb the walls?
Not after the word vacuous. I do not. But, yeah.
Okay.
Can we see, like, the tops of the walls where they end?
Yeah, you can see that. You can see that some of them appear to be quite high, and these are very sheer walls. Understanding that people can fly and still climb up, like it wouldn't be impossible for people to maybe get to the top of those walls. The reason why I feel it has to be vacuous is because there is like this firelight that is illuminated through this entire chamber, which illuminates the entire labyrinth itself from like a top down. You don't see like a fire burning on the ceiling, but somewhere that the wall seems to be magically obscuring, there is like a firelight that is cast down to where you can see all around you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
We are in the blazing labyrinth, after all.
Mm-hmm. Blistering Labyrinth.
Blistering Labyrinth.
Yes.
Dang it. Chozo does forget things on occasion.
It's just because it's actually starting to get a little warm to you, Chozo. You're like, okay.
We have our heading, but unfortunately our path is blocked.
Buster, your stone for summoning the elemental can be used how often?
I think I can't use it for a while.
An elemental with tremor sense would be useful in a labyrinth.
How so?
It would be able to see the path beyond the walls.
Well, I may have another... I don't know, maybe this will help. He kind of sits down, reaches his hands kind of deep into the chest, pulls out a couple things, pours like a liquid onto the ground to make this kind of mud paste, and he starts to mesh it together and puts in like a little like squirt of something else, and he's got this kind of like thick paste he's got. He walks over to Max, he goes, "May I?"
Sure.
Okay, and he kind of starts to like rub this kind of mixture in his hands, and he goes, through this mix with magic's light, and it starts to glow, and then he puts it on your face and starts to rub it into you, like where your eyes are. And he goes,
wow. Okay.
I give the gift of fairy sight. And then he lets go, and the liquid just kind of like fades into your scales, like it kind of like a, I don't know, just kind of disappears into your skin, and you gain true seeing. That is my level 6 spell for the day, everybody. True seeing, and it is. I guess I don't need to recoup any other spells, but it is a divination spell. So if I had used spells, if I didn't regain my spell slots, I would have regained a spell slot after having used it. So cool thing about that, the spell gives the willing creature you touch the ability to see things as they actually are for the duration. And it's 1 hour. The creature has true sight, notices secret doors hidden by magic, and can see into the ethereal plane, all out to a range of 120 feet. Who better than our ranger?
And true sight, they can see in normal and magical darkness, see invisible creatures and objects, automatically detect visual illusions and succeed on saving throws against them, and perceives the original form of a shapeshifter or a creature that is transformed by magic.
Wow.
Buster, after he does it, Buster kind of like waves a finger in front and says, "Can you follow my finger here, Max? I've only seen my aunt do this once, and my cousin couldn't see for a week afterwards. She did it wrong.
Max tries to follow the finger, but seeing the ethereal plane around him, which probably has some random floating things here and there, he's just like, oh my gosh. Like, sensory overload.
Ooh, and maybe you see, I guess this is kind of up to Thomas more than it is me, but maybe you actually see, like, some, like, of those grasping hands, those earth hands, like, around Buster, just kind of sitting there always. Like, you see things as they, like, truly are. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, Max, to repeat a lot of what Josh just said, you following Buster's finger back and forth, you see a bit into the ethereal plane, and it's a bit odd because as you're looking at Buster, there's everything seems to be fine, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this dark and roughly hewn hand, out of nowhere, you see it just appear and just grab onto Buster's left leg. And it's almost like it's attached to the earth itself, like the hand is growing out of the earth. You look a little bit closer, and the hand itself is grabbing, but there's an arm that is slowly growing from its wrist into the earth itself. It's not quite connected, but Buster's able to move freely, and even with this hand that seems to be attached to his foot, it doesn't seem to be inhibiting his current movement at all.
Okay.
My finger's up here, Max. Up here. What's
Oh boy.
Are you blind? I think I might have blinded him. Gosh darn it. Sure, I had the mix right.
No.
Maybe it's this dirt is wrong dirt.
No, I can see. Oh boy.
Max is just
You can see?
a lot of information.
Yes, you've got some things holding you down.
As he, like, starts looking around.
Don't focus on me. Yeah, focus on, can you see a way out of this place?
Max will look around.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You start to look at all these walls, and although none of these walls have any secrets that they're hiding or vision, you do look up to the tops of the walls itself, and it's almost like you see beyond the misty swirls of the ethereal plane, you see like energy near the tops of the labyrinth itself. Something that, like, it's like this magic that is up there, and you're like, that wasn't there before. And as you call out to your crew, they look up and they're like, well, it's just open air. But you're like, you see, and like it's almost like it's sparking, and it's on both sides of the wall of the labyrinth, up at the top, and it's almost like it's encasing the top or waiting up there.
Okay, climbing is not really an option. Does not look very fun up there. So we might need to be walking this labyrinth for a while.
Well, let's make the most of the spell while you've got it. I'm ready to go. He kind of puts on the chest.
If I'm okay, Thomas, to add a little bit more flavor, and you tell me, like, oh no, this is too much. So yeah, Max is like just looking up, but then like trying not to look at Buster, but still like giving very big side eyes, just seeing like these hands that randomly just grab out of the ground toward him. And he's like, so as he's like trying not to look, he looks over at Chozo, and he sees all these ethereal like lights kind of dancing around Chozo, almost like the different things he can obviously bestow upon himself, the abilities that are just kind of hovering there ready to go when he decides to switch over in them. And it's just like, oh, because we always saw, I think when you first introduced us to Chozo, Ned, you talked about lights almost dancing around him.
Yeah, I've got my minor spirits that kind of float around. In fact, I have another one now. Now that my strange is in the shape of an owl, I gained, at the same time, I also gained another minor spirit, the glitch. So it's kind of in the same vein as the Strange, but it's just like this spot that when you look at it, it never looks like it quite incorporates into what you would expect to be seeing there. Just like weird pixels in your vision glitching out.
And I'd assume with this true sight, it's almost like, because instead of just lights, Max almost sees like entities within the lights of what these kind of come from and bestow, and that kind of freaks him out. So he's like, okay, and he tries to look away, and then he looks at Ignis, and it is very disturbing to him too, because at one point whenever Ignis makes a decision, like she starts walking one way, Max sees for like half a second multiple Ignises choosing different paths, but then going back to her original form. And he's starting to see almost half a second echoes going in different directions. And so he's just very weirded out by the whole party. He's like, oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
Man, true sight is a trip.
It's very like, yeah,
seeing things for what they truly are.
It's trippy to it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. I like that.
So we're standing in a corridor. Is it stretch on both directions farther than we can see? Or did you say it was collapsed on one side and we can go the other way?
Yeah, no, there are multiple, actually. There are 4 corridors you could do, and they all go for a time before they hit a corner, and then they split off again. And then this is a true labyrinth here with many options.
She'll walk to the closest wall by them and put her right hand on the wall. I'll say, the only way I know how to solve a labyrinth is to put your right hand on the wall and keep following it. I don't know if this is a true labyrinth that we could actually solve, but without any other heading, do you have a better suggestion?
As long as we're going in that.
And he points toward kind of where the compass is pointing, where those kind of rocks or gravel in the compass that Thomas described are kind of moving toward and back and then toward again.
As long as we head generally in that direction, that's the key there.
All right.
Can you give it a cardinal direction just for our frame of reference?
So let me go ahead and jump in here as the DM real quick, and for our listeners as well. Labyrinths are a really cool idea. Logistical nightmare when trying to play in an audio-only podcast of trying to have people try to follow exactly where you are. Where do you go? Where was it there? How long does it take to walk there? So I'm going to try something new mechanically here. I'm not going to say that I know a path through this labyrinth. Instead, I'm going to borrow something from another system and try to treat it like an endeavor type of scene, if you will, here. This is also might be viewed as a skill test, a group skill test that could work as well. The idea behind, so if you're unaware and you haven't watched our Stormlight Archive TTRPG, this is from the new Stormlight TTRPG, really the Plot Weaver system that Brotherwise is. Sorry to get real nerdy here, but you're listening to a D&D podcast, so you're probably for this conversation, right?
We're not getting nerdy. We've been nerdy.
We've been nerdy. So they have 3 different scene types that they use in the Plot Weaver TTRPG system. One is very commonly battle. A second one is called conversation, where there are actual mechanics for conversations when you're in a conflict in a conversation, whether it be a noble party or a tense conversation that hasn't escalated to violence yet, things like that. And then the last one is called an endeavor. An endeavor basically says you're in this scenario, but instead of mapping out every single possibility of what could happen, we are going to say that I need a certain number of successes before a certain number of failures in order for this endeavor to succeed, move on, and then the story progresses. Every single skill check that is attempted, the story moves forward in a positive direction, right? Or a negative direction, depending if there's a failure or success. So we're not just all sitting around saying, okay, I got a success. Okay, you try it. I got a success. I got a 13. Okay, all we need is 13s here. We are still narratively contributing to one another in that manner. So we're going to try that here. And because this is a labyrinth and it is Aerosol's labyrinth, we are going to need 6 successes for us to get to, at the very least, if not our final destination, a positive place in the labyrinth where maybe the true seeing will dissipate, but we know the pathway forward that we need to go, and the path will be clear to us, okay? We're going to need that before 4 failures. So, in an endeavor, and for my players here, this is your opportunity to contribute creatively, out of the box, ultimately using a skill. Magic is also something that can be used as well, just as something mechanical contributed to the scenario, something that the player would have to sacrifice or succeed on to contribute to a success. So with that in mind, Jacob, he had his hands up. Max, his hand is up. Either as an idea or a question. Let's go to Max.
No, I will just start it out then. And using perception with true sight and the compass in mind, I will try and get us through the first little skill challenge of the journey.
Excellent. So we're thinking narratively here. Obviously, this true sight is a great boon. It's a great tool that Buster has given to you. I will say, because Buster sacrificed this 6th level spell, you're going to have advantage on this check here with perception. Now, this is not a way for people to say, oh, nobody else can do perception at this table. I'm just saying Max cannot do perception during this endeavor a second time. So, but right now you get advantage with perception here. Move forward, Max, with this. The DC, we'll say it's going to be an 18 to be a success.
Okay, here we go.
So, a little bit harder.
Ah, that was a terrible roll.
Oof.
No, for both of them. It was a 2 and a 4 on the dice.
Inspiration.
2 and a 4.
Yeah, I'm using inspiration.
Oh, thank God.
I do have
You all
inspiration.
should.
So I'm going to use inspiration to try and roll one more time.
A 2
That
and a
was
4.
terrible.
It's going to be a 1.
I know. I'm going to use, I'm going to use my little rock-looking dice because we're in the rock.
Nice.
Ooh.
Max or Jacob, before you roll this, describe narratively, like what is happening to cause Max to like thematically like for you to need to use your inspiration.
I think
right?
it's what was described before. Max is so sensory overloaded by everything he is seeing. He's very good at perception naturally, and so to have so many things just that have never been seen before pop out, he's just very distracted. He's constantly, whenever the hand is grabbing at Buster, he almost like flinches toward Buster to try and save him, but he's like, no, it's just in your mind. And then the swirling lights, whenever he like is looking around, and then he's passing by Chozo, and one of those lights kind of almost goes through him. He's like, ah! Like he's just like, oh my gosh. And then anytime he's actually probably most avoiding, which feels awkward because no one else is seeing this, Ignis, because anytime he has an interaction with Ignis, even when she's like putting her hand on the wall, and he said, well, as soon as he did that, 10 other Ignises did different choices, where one of them walked away for half a second, one of them punched the wall, one of them attacked him, one of them, it's almost like if you've ever seen The Matrix, where Neo is in a room and there's like hundreds of televisions in front of him showing all the different choices that he's made, like in this moment. It shows like all these different kinds of reactions that you can have, and he's seeing that in Ignis, so it's kind of freaking him out because it's hard for him to discern which is the real one, and so he's just very sensory overloaded by this experience, while also trying to get us through the first part of the labyrinth.
Awesome. So needing to buckle down and use your inspiration here. Let's roll and see if you get it better than a 2 or 4. Again, DC 18 is what you need to beat with your perception.
That's a lot better. That's a 19 on the dice. So that's going to be 31.
What?
Yep.
Let's go.
You're kidding. Because you're over 30, I will say automatically that counts as 2 successes. Towards completing this endeavor. With true sight being sacrificed, a 31. There are things that, Max, as you are... All right, most of us have probably played Ocarina of Time, right? And we're talking about the Shadow Temple here. And and so, Max, you have true seeing, and so to you, you're like, okay. And then, like, you'll turn towards a wall, and, like, you'll just walk right through it, and your party will be like, what? And you'll be like, But it's just an illusory wall. There's nothing there, but because you have true seeing, you're like, oh, this is the path forward. This is like the shortest way. And so the party is just following after you with the success. You're able to slice through a lot of the confusion that the labyrinth would put on you. You can see in some instances where even the wall has mechanisms where it would activate to move itself and block a particular path. And you just see like a shining button on the wall that you like press, and the wall like doesn't move at that point. So well done with your 2 successes there. As the rest of you are seeing this, you're emboldened by these successes, moving forward, navigating the labyrinth. Let's turn to some other members of the party here. Chozo, what's a skill that you can contribute here to where you might offer success?
Yeah, so first question, how tall up is the nearest wall, like to the top of it?
Yeah, to the top of the wall, it is probably like 30 seems too high. 20 feet. 20 feet.
Perfect. I misty step to the top of the wall.
No!
Okay. Sounds
Max
good.
is freaking out by that.
You would like to misty step to the top of the wall. Great.
Yep, while I am about to Corrine the Displaced, I can misty step at will.
Great. Sounds good. You misty step to the top of the wall. As you do so, I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Ooh. That is a 22.
22. That is success. All right. Let me go ahead and roll.
Does it help if I say it's an at 20?
Hey!
It does not help, but
you getting a plus
it's still
for
a
it?
success. So,
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, editor.
There you go. Okay. Pretty bad roll on my part here. So,
Nice.
okay, that would normally be 16 points of lightning damage, halved to 8 points of lightning damage to you, Chozo.
Nice.
There is this unseen barrier that actually prevents you from getting above the wall itself. And so you misty step to the top. If you were to imagine yourself as like, while you misty step, this ball of light that kind of like until you get to your final destination, the ball of light gets stopped by this invisible lightning barrier. You apparate the top, arms and legs are splayed out like before you start to fall and plummet back to the bottom of the labyrinth itself.
Okay, well, I glide so I don't take any fall damage.
There you go. Yep. Chozo gliding, come back down, seeing over the walls.
Was that intentional?
It was magical. Part of it was intentional, falling was not.
You weren't just attacked by something.
I specifically said do not go to the top of the wall.
I did not hear that? Okay.
Oh, that was like the first thing I said.
But yes, it seems that looking over the walls is not a possibility in the labyrinth in its current state, unfortunately.
All right.
Okay. Is there a different type of skill or an idea that you have? I know Ignis also has something she'd like to try. If you would like a moment, Chozo, to think of something else.
I'm good.
All right. Ignis, what would you like to attempt? What would you like to try here in this labyrinth?
Could I petition to use a history check in that, because history is an intelligence, she has high intelligence. Now that we've been walking through this branching paths and all of that, the idea that, I know that this is a game also, labyrinth is not the same as a maze. A maze is a ever branching thing to solve. A labyrinth only has one path to the center. By solving the labyrinth, you're only getting to one path, and knowing that this is a ancient god that has decided to call this their labyrinth rather than their maze, because she knows the etymology and the history of the labyrinth versus maze, and her high intelligence to help kind of realize that difference and almost in her mind see where we've been and the way, maybe not necessarily the way forward, but the feeling that you get when you're like, this makes sense in my mind. No, wait, this doesn't make sense because it doesn't feel right with the map that I have in my mind. Does that make sense?
Okay. Kids, today I learned there was a difference between labyrinth and a maze. And there we go. So it sounds like what you want to attempt, Ignis, is twofold. One, you'd like to use history to call upon this knowledge of the difference between a labyrinth and a maze, but to use that knowledge to intuit where you have been and have your intuition be like, this feels like we've been here already. This feels new. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. I
was really just trying to find a reason to use history as my skill check.
Gotcha. Well, let's do that then. Let's use history here. Let's have it be a DC 16 because that knowledge is power that could be had here.
14 plus 5 is 19.
Yeah.
19! That is
Nice.
a third of 6 successes here. Great. There are moments where Max would lead you down a pathway, or as you look at branching paths, as Max kind of sorts of leads, and he kind of sees two paths forward that they seem equidistant to each other, and you pipe in to the captain, giving your opinion here as well, assisting in this success. Max, you deferring to at times the knowledge of your crewmates here. I want to turn to Buster. First off, Max, regarding Buster, you've looked over to Max, and as you're looking at him, you look down, and there are now two hands that are grasping one of his legs. And the first hand has its arm is like halfway formed now. And it's just like this slow growth on his leg almost, which is very distracting. But Buster, I want to turn to you in particular and ask, you're in this labyrinth, man, and this is
Not good.
This can't be a good feeling for you, right? Like, what are some things going through Buster's mind?
I think one of the reasons, so Buster used True Sight on Max mostly because it was the right move, because Max has always been super keen of eye, and so like it only made sense, better him than anybody else. But I think there's also this subconscious piece of Buster that wants to alleviate himself from having responsibility here, and so he can just kind of follow everybody. So as they're going through and like Chozo's trying crazy stuff, and Ignis is like this master of intuition, and Max is kind of slowly getting a handle on this crazy sight he's gotten, leading us through the place. Buster slowly keeps moving like further back of the pack, and he can't help. There's the terrified part of him that feels like something's hunting him, but then there's this other part of him, I think the more human part of him. I know that we're not all human, but just for the sake of everyone's understanding of above table, like, you know what I mean? The humanoid part of him, that cares about being with other people and caring about other people. He knows Tim's in here somewhere, and so every time they like pass a hallway or are choosing between two different ways, he like quick doubles back and like kind of checks and looks and sees if there's something, or if he's listening for something, looking for something, and it's just nothing. We've had no whisper of other creatures that at least you've mentioned, and so it's so desolate. And Buster doesn't think for an instant that Arizul will let them just like get through the maze. Like, even if they're being successful, he feels like he'll interrupt at some point. But he trusts the crew, and he can't help himself. He's going to cast Locate Creature. So kind of under his breath, he takes like some fur out of his component pouch, and it kind of like begins to like dissolve and ignite in his hand and kind of like burn away. The way like hair kind of like curls as it burns, it just magically kind of like burns in on itself. And as he kind of like tosses the ashes away, he says, "Through craft, command, and focused mind, one is sought, one to find." And it's 1,000. I think it's 1,000 feet. If the creature is moving, you know the direction of its movement. A creature familiar to you. Yeah, you sense that creature. So it's concentration up to an hour. And so yeah, he casts locate creature and he's looking for Tim.
Okay. Yeah, funny you should bring up that this is a pretty desolate labyrinth, because as you cast this spell, and I was going to bring this up before you finish casting the spell just to add flavor here, but you do cast locate person, looking for Tim, right? 1,000 feet within you. And it is active. Concentration up to an hour. You're fine. And true seeing is not concentration, so you're good as well, right?
Correct.
Power of a 6th level spell, baby.
Oh, yeah.
You don't feel a ping for Tim yet, but you do hear, actually, as you're behind, you hear a woman's voice off one of the side, they're not tunnels, what are they? Paths. Out of the side paths, you hear, hello? Hello, is that someone over there? Is there someone there? Did I just hear you speak? Please!
Guys.
Please!
Gang,
if you're there!
Someone's back here. Hey,
Hurry!
This is Buster. Who?
Please, come here! Don't leave me! Don't!
Who are you?
Please,
Who are you?
You have to get me out of here!
Who are you?
Come here! And she's just, there's a bit of a panic of like, please don't leave me here! I've been in here so long! Please, come! Just over and over and over.
Okay, I would like to roll an insight check before I react.
Okay.
Can we all hear that, or just Buster?
It is Buster's the first one
Okay.
to hear it, but everyone can hear it, actually.
It's not in his mind. That's what it's not in his mind. It's not the result of a spell. She is
Correct.
calling out. Okay.
Correct. There is a voice calling out for certain.
All right.
And as Buster draws attention, the three of you take a moment and you're like, wait, that is a voice. It is a woman's voice. You'd like to roll insight, okay? I'll have it be with disadvantage just because, yeah.
It's not going to be a great roll either way. Because I rolled a 6 and a 5, so it's a 9 total.
A 9 total.
And but my goal here is to see if it's a real person or like a trap. And if I can't tell, or if a 9 just gets me that like it seems real, Buster will probably try and respond quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a real woman's voice. Someone that is panicked. There's just an overwhelming sense of panic in her voice, so it's hard to like gauge intent other than, oh my gosh, I just heard someone, please save me, I am in danger.
Yeah, Max. Buster goes, somebody's back here, Max, and he's gonna just start running in the direction of that voice.
Can Ignis reach out and try and stop him? Just like a quick grab at him?
I'll say, yeah, you could probably like put your shoulder on him, but not get like a firm grip to hold him back. Just
wait,
Like,
it's
wait
not
a
an attack by any, just like,
Yeah.
if I even could swipe.
You're not
and
restraining
grab.
him, right?
So as she reaches back, Buster, what are you doing?
Somebody's back there, Ignis. Somebody's in here. We gotta help.
How do you know it's not a trick? These labyrinths are full of tricks.
We've seen nothing but dirt. This is a person. Can you not hear the voice?
What if it's a trap?
Is the voice continuing?
Yes, the kid voice is continuing. Please, I've been here for so long. Please, just save me. Please, don't leave
There's like
me
a
in here.
hardness in Ignis's eyes as she's looking like that. She hears it and she's trying to block it out. We're on a mission.
Max's true sight's gonna be gone in minutes. We have to go. We're running out of time. This is something. He can at least, with his eyesight, like imbued
And
as
what
it
if
is,
we
he can at
waste it
least
on
see.
that and we can't use it later? What if we
Waste
need
it
it the
on what?
next
More
round?
dirt?
What if we need it? They're not more important than we are. She is not
You're
more
wrong.
important than Ataraxia is.
That's wrong. That's wrong. I don't like that.
We can sleep here in the labyrinth, can we not? Where else are we going to go?
Max, you're the captain. Someone's calling for help, screaming. Can you just sit by and listen?
Max will close his eyes because of all of the sensory input of visual, of argument, of everything, and he'll just close his eyes, breathe for a second, and he will shout toward this voice, not moving, staying put. What's your name?
As you scream, and she goes, my name is Isabel. Please, I'll tell you anything you want to know. I'll just come let me out, please.
Isabel, do you hear my voice?
Yes, I hear it loud and clear.
Great. Walk toward it.
I am in a cage. I'm trapped. I cannot be released. You have to come save me.
I'm not getting bad vibes. I feel like the bad vibes are us leaving this person alone.
Ignis will look like really try and catch Buster's eye to eye and be like, if the choice is between that woman and ataraxia, what do you choose? That might be the difference between saving him and not. Any sidetracking. Is that really what you wanted to do? Morality, asking about his morality, his resolve, his like core beliefs.
This whole thing is a sidetrack, Ignis. What would ataraxia want us to do?
This is what... Okay. Max stands there, and in all these conflicts...
Buster, you trust this voice?
No, Max. I don't trust anything. We're in the play place of a god-sized earth elemental. There's nothing here to trust, but I'd rather act like a person.
How do you know when an earth elemental's play place?
Max, you told me in the Shahugan caves that you wanted me to care. And I told you I wanted to start making decisions that made me respect who I am more than less. If this person actually needs our help and we just walk away, I will continue to not respect myself. That's not the right move. My gut tells me I can't tell. It sounds like a real person to me. Maybe I'm wrong. We all know I've been wrong. All right, Chozo, you don't know, but I'm bad at judging if someone's being honest with me or not. Okay? I fully own it. But this, it doesn't feel good walking away from a woman crying for help.
I'll walk up and put a hand on Buster's shoulder and say, how far away?
Close enough to hear. Within 1,000 feet. I should know exactly the distance.
Yeah, it should be it seems like only a few hundred feet away. Maybe around a corner or two, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be on the other side of the labyrinth, if you will. So,
is there any chance it's within 200 feet?
Yeah, we'll say 200 feet.
All right. Buster, exact location, point.
He points. He says about 200 feet that way.
Dimension door to that location.
Awesome. As the dimension door opens up, Chozo and Buster...
No, I'm not taking Buster with me.
Just.
Because I want to... I turn to Buster and say, if it is all right, I will bring her back. If it is not, I will be back soon. Dimension door.
Wait, no, take me with you! He leaves.
And Chozo, you... Just a moment. One moment, please. And you slip through the dimension door to grab this woman. I think that's a good break for this week's episode of I Cast Fireball.
Ah!
Ooh.
Dang.
Yeah, we just need to figure out how we can end every single episode with some kind of planar travel.
There you go. So you can rest up, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Josh, do you already have inspiration die?
Yes.
Oh, dang. That was so, I was giving you inspiration for that callback to the Sahuagin tunnels, but take it anyway. You get inspiration.
Thanks.
It was a real good callback.
I'll take that. I'm going to remove my generic inspiration that you gave all of us last time and replace it with this unique, specific inspiration just for me.
Inspiration star.
Yeah.
There you go. This one's special
That'll be a
inspiration.
good dice roll.
I have here.
Add 2. Roll it and add 2 to it.
This one has meaning.
I think technically, as the Endeavor would state, I did contribute a failure, just so we're clear, with my failed insight.
No, I didn't consider that part of the Endeavor. This is
But what was my role for the Endeavor then? Because I don't think I rolled anything else.
You didn't.
No, my understanding is that you hadn't contributed to the Endeavor. We were just checking in on you. And this
I was trying to contribute to the
Oh, well, then one failure towards the Endeavor then.
I thought you were just looking for 10,
we have,
but...
I was.
We have 3 successes and 1 failure. All we need are 3 more successes before we get 3 more failures. Pretty good when it comes to an endeavor here. We will keep experimenting with this non-D&D mechanic next time on iCast Fireball. Josh, Jacob, Mickey, Ned, thank you for playing. But listeners, thank you for listening. We love that you listen to us, and we love that you're along for the ride on this funny, wacky adventure. Sometimes emotionally driven. I'd say most of the time emotionally driven adventure that we've got here. If you want to get shouted out on the podcast, like William, who shot us an email at icecastfireball2020@gmail.com. They start out with, Dear iCast Fireball. So official of you, William. Thank you. They have just been loving the podcast. It's they say easily their favorite show. They recently came home from a 2-year mission, and since coming home, they caught up on the series from where they left off, which was around episode 100 of season 1. Folks, it's been that long since episode 100 of season 1. Good gravy. That is makes you ponder your mortality when you hear stuff like that. Anyway, they have a question regarding dungeon mastering here. How do you maintain your passion for the game of D&D in particular when you have so many different groups that you're dungeon mastering for, so many campaigns going on at the same time? What keeps you driven? What keeps you moving forward? William, that is an excellent question. We might have to have that be on our next Word of Recall, though, because I could see me, Josh, Ned just going off. So, William, we'll add that to the next Word of Recall and see if we can get that answered for you and whatnot. So, if you want to get shouted out on the podcast, shoot us an email. Leave us a message at iCastFireball20 at our Instagram or all of our socials. We've got fun reels that we've been putting up slowly, but some fun moments over Season 2 that Josh... a lot of attribution to Josh here, as he's put a lot of time and work into it. They are really fun moments from Season 2. Go check them out. But you can also reach out to us on our patreon.com/iCastFireball20, where you can jump into our Discord and jump with us on the daily and talk about all the things iCast Fireball. We have a sister podcast, though, Improv Tabletop, where they also have a Patreon. They've got a Discord, and they have multiple campaigns going on. They have a 2-year backlog of campaigns you can go check out. Some of them being very short, some of them being very flavored with IPs like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Go give them a listen. Don't forget to leave them a 5-star review on the way out. Lastly, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and fellow wacky adventurers. But until next time, I'm Thomas, your DM, and around the table we have...
Lieutenant Ignis Harkon.
Maximus Shuns.
Chozo Lebec.
And Buster Bilgewater.
Let's keep that fire going, everybody, and we'll see you all next time.